Hi everyone, welcome back to JP WHU TV. It's nice to see you. I hope you're keeping well and having a good start to your weekend, guys. Thank you very much for joining us. We're live and we're going to be watching West Ham play Nottingham Forest live up at the City Ground with 3 o'clock kickoff live in the Premier League. But as always, guys, this live stream, I should say, is sponsored by the channel sponsor 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase some really nice retro gear, as you can see from the animation that's up here, along with track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts made by Admiral and Umbro, so go check those out as well. There is a sale on the track jackets at the moment, guys, so I think it's about 20% off if I remember correctly. But any purchases you make through the link in the description below, the commission that the channel would normally be getting, as I always say, I'll be sending on to the charity up here, Iron Supporting Food Banks. They're based in the Newham area, and they're helping those in the Newham area and the Essex County and further afield for that matter, as they are currently supporting over 70, probably close to, if not over 80 separate food banks by the time of this recording. So guys, go grab yourself a really nice retro shirt. You'll be saving yourself a few quid in comparison to the club shop, and you'll be helping those that are less fortunate than you and I. But if you want to make a donation directly to the charity, but you don't want to make an affiliate link purchase, that's perfectly fine as well. I don't think anybody is, actually, to be honest with you. Just above the affiliate link, there is a link to their Just Give and Pun page, so by all means, guys, click on that, donate whatever you want, £1, £2, £5, whatever you do. Believe me, guys, every single penny helps. So guys, as always, let's jump on by talking about the team sheet. So for Nottingham Forest, have gone to a 4-2-3-1 formation by the looks of it, with Sells in goal, with a back four of Moreno, Murillo, Milenkovic and Aina. The defensive midfield players of Dominguez and Yates, with Hudson-Odoi, Gibbs-White and Alanga behind, supporting Chris Wood. So I knew he was. I knew it. I absolutely. Hang on. What's happened there? What? Hang on. There we go. Sorry, I knew something could happen for some random reason, but there we go. So start it again. Sells in goal, with Moreno, Murillo, Milenkovic, and Nina making the back four. Dominguez and Yates making up the defensive midfield positions, with Hudson-Odoi, Gibbs-White, and Alanga supporting the fit Chris Wood. And so on the bench is Anderson, Anoyi, Silva, Sosa, Toffolo, Williams, Bowley, Morenia and Carlos Miguel. So for West Ham United, remaining in goal is Areola. Now the BBC says a 3-4-3. I think it's more a 5-3-2, to be honest with you. So Fabianski in goal, with the back three of Kilman, Mavropanos and Tobido. Emerson and Wan-Bissaka making up the wing-back positions, with Alvarez and Rodriguez in the defensive midfield positions, with Somerville, Bowen and Paquetá up front. Antonio, Casey, Sufal, Creswell, Fodringham, Ings, Irving, Gilham and Soler in the midfield. So guys, basically, as always, put your comments in the live chat. Let me know let me know what your you think the score prediction is going to be, and also what you think the result is going to be as well, because 2 people have voted so far for a West Ham win. So if you're enjoying this stream at any point, guys, by all means, remember to please do like, because the more likes this stream gets, the more advertising it gets on YouTube, and therefore more people come involved, and then so on and so forth. So it puts to rest this bullshit that came out. What was it? Thursday or yesterday, one of the two, to say that Paquetá was not going to be available for this game because he was called to Brazil to plead his case about the match bet fixing stuff. You know what I'm talking about. Honestly, there's so much bullshit that floats around so far these days. It's absolutely unreal. But guys, as always, enjoy your drinks, and to your very good health, and hopefully we have a very good game to watch today as well. So unfortunately, I'm right in the throes of the start of a cold. So if I'm blowing my nose quite a fair bit and coughing, I do apologise. It's one of those things. We've had a few, as you know, for those who've been watching the channel for a little while. About 5-6 weeks ago, I was in hospital with a slight chest infection, and that seems to be coming through to fruition now. Or it could be that I picked up something from work. I don't know. But as I say, guys, there is a poll in the live chat. So for those that are watching, Please do put your what you think the result is going to be, and also please do put your score predictions in the live chat as well. So Ross says, "Good evening, everyone. Pile of rubbish, mate, but I'm not surprised. That might be because I put the wrong fixtures team sheet up. Knowing him, it probably is because it was Spurs. But yeah, as I say, so it's complete bollocks that this stuff about Paquetá being over in Portugal is going to be unavailable for this game. Nope, not at all. Not happening in any shape or form. You can, it's clearly able to see that. So yeah, it's I'm looking forward to this. To be honest with you, I am nervous as hell, as I always am. But I like the fact that I'm nervous as hell, because normally when I'm nervous, it means that we're actually we normally have quite a good game when I'm this nervous. But at the same time, guys, you absolutely never know what the hell's going to happen. You really don't. But at the same point, yeah. So come on, guys. I know you're there. There's 3 people watching. Interact with me. Come on. This isn't. I know a lot of people just treat this as a radio station, and that's perfectly fine. Because I know a lot of people put telly on the background at the best of times. But yeah, come on. I want you guys to interact with me. Let me know what you're thinking on this. Let me know your score predictions. Do you agree with the starting 11 as well, for that matter? I think it's a bold move, personally. I believe it's a bold move to go for the 5-3-2 as it's looking, or maybe a 5-3-3, 5-1-2. 5-1-2-2. It might be. I think it's a bold move by Lopetegui, and I think it could be quite an entertaining game. Now, for those that have watched the preview, I pointed out the fact that we need to keep an eye on Chris Wood, because he can be quite prolific for him. We need to keep an eye on Milinkovic, because he's very high up in their aerial duel stats at home. So we need to keep an eye out on that. Hudson-Odoi as well is a very, very talented player. Gibbs White we need to keep an eye on. Anybody that you think in the live chat, guys? Do you think West Ham need to be very, 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 very on off? And of course, if you're a Forest fan as well, for that matter, let me know who you think you guys need to be looking out for as well from a West Ham perspective. So in terms of goal prediction, I'm going to be boring here, but I'm going to go for a 2-2. I really, really am. I think it's going to be a score draw. It's going to be either 1-1 or 2-2. I will take a point of the way things have been going at the moment. It'd be great to have it'd be great to have three victories out of 4 games. Of course, it would. But it'd also be nice to get 7 points out of 3 games as well. So it'd be 3 out of 4 games, I should say. So yeah, it'd be very interesting to see what happens with this game. Russ Morgan says my weekend is ruined. Hope you guys win. Okay, so that pile of rubbish, mate. Not surprised. I'm guessing that was the Newcastle game. Didn't watch it, to be honest with you, mate, because I don't care. But come on, Russ, give your score prediction. Come on. I know you're. You said win. I mean, 4 people now voted saying that it's going to be a West Ham win. But give your scoreline predictions. As I say, I'm going either 1-1 or 2-2. I can't see a victory for us, but I can't really see Forest winning either. So, but you never know. Stranger things have happened. We've seen a lot of strange things, you and I, over the last 5 or 6 years now. We really have. Russ is 2-1 West Ham. Good lad. So as I say, apologies if you hear me coughing quite a fair bit, or spluttering, or sounding a bit brummy because my nose is bunged up. It's because I've still got a bit of a cold at the moment. So I'm going to make sure that everything's tickety-boo for us. So, but yeah, I do enjoy these games, I must admit. Forest away is always quite an entertaining game. I mean, obviously, as I said in the preview, for the last 2 times that we've been up there, because this is their 3rd season in the Premier League in the last few years, we have been, we've failed to score. I've got a funny feeling especially with that lineup, this is the first time we're actually going to score there in the Premier League. And as it's coming up on the table now, they are 7th and we are 13th. They're 5 points above us. So it would be there's a lot there isn't a lot really riding on this game. I mean, we're looking at the 10th game of the season now, so we're a quarter of the way through it, just over. And it was a quarter of the way through when we played Man United. We were very, very lucky with that Man United result. As I said in the full-time thoughts video, You know, we could have been 5 or 6 nil down at half time, but we weren't because they were useless. I just hope that and apparently, according to information from in the knows, apparently, some apparently some of the training sessions have been using slightly different formations, which might explain why we are looking at a slightly different. Excuse me, looking at quite a different formation to the standard 4-2-3-1 that Lopetegui and Moyes like to use. As I say, I know the details say a 3-4-3, but I mean technically yes, that's correct. But I do think that it's going to be more, for example, of a 3-2 3-2-2 3-2-2-2, really, possibly, sort of thing, or 3-2-3. Yeah, 3-2-3. Sorry, 3-5. Sorry, 5. Yeah, so let me get 3. Anyway, 5-3-2 or 5-3-1-1. That's what I'm thinking on this. I really do. So apologies, guys. As I say, I'm not feeling very well at the minute. I'm tired as hell. I've been sleeping very well the majority of this week, but I'm just obviously still catching up on things. But yeah, my body is my body. So yeah, come on, guys. The poll is going to be closing down soon. The guys are in the tunnel, as I can see on the screen. So you haven't got long. So by means, please do like this if you haven't already done so. Please do share this on your socials to try and get more people involved in this, because we know we know you guys enjoy these conversations. Russ says your body is your temple. It's had some renovation work done, mate. I've been cycling for the last few weeks, and my stomach's got a little bit slimmer now, which is good. Which is one of the reasons why this jumper's looking a little bit baggy on me, because I have lost a bit of weight. I've gone down 2 belt buckle loops over the last month or so now. So I'm happy with that. Bearing in mind this belt buckle that I'm using, I could just about get into the big one, because I bought one towards the end of last year. So the start of this year, I should say, that was a size smaller. So get on Vinted. I might do, actually, fella. I might do. If I can keep it, if I can get back to the physical peak that I was a few years ago, quite a few years ago now, well, certainly before lockdown, then I might do, mate. I was never a ripped guy in any shape or form, but, you know, that post-lockdown, I've had a bit of a belly and I'm trying to shift it. So unless if a woman's crazy enough to say, no, actually, you need to keep it again. Keep your belly. But, yeah. So anyway, sidetracking. So, guys, come on, put your score cast your votes in the live poll if you haven't already done so. I'm guessing most of you that are here have already done so, but I'm just giving anybody that comes in the next minute or so some time to put the result cast their results in there. So, but yeah, because guys, can we interact? Can we interact, please? I don't like talking to myself. I know you guys are hearing me, but I don't like talking to myself. You know, this whole channel is based on the fact that we try and base it like we're down the pubs, we're having pub talk while the game's going on. I mean, look, we've only been live for in quarter of an hour. That's how much it's defrosted. It's mad. So the West Ham team sheet just coming up on the telly, and they're going to do the same thing. Yeah, they've put it up on the 4-3-3. 3-4-3 as well. But I'm not really believing that in any shape or form. I mean, it's a smart idea. It means we're overloading the midfield in the attack, and we're going to be overloading the defence when we're defending as well. I mean, Wan-Bissaka seems to be picking up a little bit of pace over the last week or so. I mean, I'm impressed with him from that point of view. But other than that, guys, I still think he needs a lot of work to be done on his defensive display. He's he's a great one-on-one defender, and he's really come to fruition with us. But I genuinely think he can do better. I really do think he can do better. But we'll have to wait and see what he does, of course. Excuse me. Apologies, as I say. Right, so poll is closing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So as it stood, right at the death, one person went for a Forest win by the looks of it. It's 85% of you guys went for a West Ham win. So yeah. So it's going to be kick off any second now. by the looks of it. I mean, obviously, as it's a live stream, this is not on conventional television. People are going to be watching different streams at different times, and there's a few seconds delay with this as well, for that matter. So as it's coming up to Remembrance Sunday next weekend, week Monday after week, we're going to join them in the 1 minute silence. Thank you very much for joining me in that, guys. I hope you did join everybody at the game that was doing the 1 minute silence there. So it looks like the kickoff's going to be any second now. Players just limbering themselves up. Yep, literally about, I don't know, 10 seconds left before the game's about to kick off. And it's best to be a rebel as to yeah. I love that banner up at the forest ground. That is really cool. It is best to be a rebel because life is so fucking boring and mundane nowadays. You know. So as to show them it don't pay to try to do, and getting very close to Spurs, that, isn't it? Hey, Gabs. Hello, Walt. For West Ham 2-1. Goals from Bowen and Somerville for us. Sounds good, mate. And there we go. Game's kicked off. You do pick your times, don't you? And 2 minutes of added time and extra time. Half time. Yeah, all right. We'll see. Hope you're doing well, Gabs. So, as I say, by all means, guys, please do like this if you're enjoying it. Right, so Milenkovic back to Sells. And now Sells with the long ball, hoofing it wide. Straight down the middle, I should say. Paquetá lumbers somebody, but it's Paquetá, sorry, that's Dabido, isn't it? Right, so ball over to Kilman. That's a good move from Guido. That really is good. Sorry, Alvarez. Yeah, it was great movement from him. Mavropanos to Dabido. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, John. I'm good. Are you, John? Yeah, I've got a little bit of a cold at the moment, mate, but I'm alright. It's not man flu or anything. You know, I can hold myself. You know, I'm all good. It's all good, mate. But thanks for asking. A long ball up from Mavropanos, trying to find, who is that up there? The side there, yeah, trying to find Wan-Bissaka, but it just goes a little bit out. But no, Gabs, I'm glad, you know, because we haven't seen you for a while, and that's perfectly fine, you know, because life intervenes and everything. But I'm glad you're back for the kickoff here, mate, because I know you had a bit of a cameo for the Spurs watch along a fortnight ago. But I'm glad you're back, mate. It's you always bring a bit of levity to the chat, and of course, guys, as a result of it, because this is now the 10th game of the season. Let me know what in the live chat, Gabs, how you've been thinking, because we haven't seen you since towards the end of last season, for that matter. So let us know how you think the start's gone. So Forest heavily in possession here. Ball up to Anina from Alanga, by the looks of it. Langa in the box again, and not the best of chances from I think that's Hudson-Odoi. Puts it a little bit wide. It's just looking at the replay here. It's great movement from him. Really good movement from Forest. Defensive worries again, but again, players watching the ball go through. Dabido probably could have got there a little bit quicker, but it was good that it was off target. You know, it's good that we've had it. We've got it. That's right. So, ball to Mavropanos from Dabido. Back to Torpedo. And over to Kilman. Back to Torpedo. Not really under pressure, so they can pass the ball around a little bit. Mavropanos. Ball through to Bowen. And then Souček. Not Souček, sorry. Rodriguez. And now Forest in possession, just in their own half. Hoofing it over sideways to Anina. Or Anya, I think. Anya, I think you pronounce that. And now to Yates, who passes it back through to Milenkovic. And now back to Anya. If there's any Forest fans, guys, please let me know how I'm pronouncing these names. I don't think I'm doing it a lot right for a lot of it. Sells with a long ball just outside the box. And Kilman gets good clearance on it, but straight through to where are we? Moreno, who passes it wide. And to Hudson-Odoi, who's now just has to pass it back because he's got no options. And back to Hudson-Odoi once again. Wan-Bissaka giving him a bit of space to put the ball in. And Emerson tries to put it out, but it goes straight into Anina's foot. And it gets cleared out by Somerville for a Forest throw-in. So not a bad start from Forest. I'm only like, where are we? Like 2 or 3 seconds behind the main clock for a change, because it was right as Gabs clocked in. That's when the game kicked off. He does pick his times. He really does. Oh, come on, camera. You guys, you need to help me with this funding, man, because I need a better lens on this camera. I need a better camera, to be honest with you. But anyway, so Anya is about to take the throw in. At some point, I don't know why, he's got so much space. He can throw it to anybody he wants. He throws it to the box, obviously. Not the best of ideas. Murillo trying to find Hudson-Odoi out the left-hand side, but he just can't keep it out, and it goes out for a goal kick. It's a good idea from Marino, hence Merlios, hence hang on, so I just need some water. Merlio, hence Hudson-Odoi thanking him for the pass, saying great pass, but it was a good pass. It just wasn't strong enough for him. So Torpedo to Kilman. Back to Torpedo. Over to Mavropanos. Back to Torpedo again. And a long ball trying to find Emerson up in the wing, but Anya gets in it, but Somerville gets the second ball. And then passes it to Kilman, who gives it to Torpedo, who gives it back to Kilman. No, gives it over to Mavropanos instead. Mavropanos with a weird ball to Somerville. And now over to Kilman. He links it through to Emerson. Alvarez. Back to Kilman. Rodriguez. Ball farting around a little bit. And now Pakatara on the ball. Bunging it through. Up to Bowen. Wan-Bissaka gives it to Alvarez, but unfortunately we can't control it properly. Gives it to Kilman, who's halfway through the Forest side of the pitch. Torpedo just over the halfway line. Dinks it to Mavropanos just on the other side of the centre circle. And now back to Torpedo. Kilman. So we're keeping the ball. We're doing nothing with it really. Just as Kilman tries to head it over to Bowen, but so over to Alvarez. It's just a bit nothing doing. So he fortunately gets the ball back, but it's a free kick to Forest. So now Gab says it's a hard one to judge this early in the season. Players are solid, playing their best. Lopetegui has potential to be good for us. I'm glad to see him making reasonable changes, John, in my opinion. Yep, no, I agree. Brain, hello, mate. West Ham taking the game to Forest so far. Give us your score predictions, Brain, because you were late. The Forest in possession. Alvarez. Mavropanos. Back to Alvarez. Should pass it to Beto. He does. He's going to pass it to Kilman. No, he's going to make a run for himself, is he? Or what are you doing? Yep. Kilman. Back to Tobido. Short pass to him. Up to Mavropanos. And now Wan-Bissaka coming, just crossing over the halfway line. Dinking over. Keeping the ball, but passing it back to Rodriguez, I think that is. Back to Wan-Bissaka again. Nice movement to Alvarez. Nice, trying to lace it through to Paquetá there for Alvarez, but it unfortunately doesn't happen. And as a result of it, Forest are now in possession and just about keeping the ball in as the Dominguez. Now Forest is still in possession, still playing through. Brain saying the same sort of thing. I'm going for a draw, probably 1-1. I said 1-1 or 2-1 at the start, so it's probably safe, mate. To be honest with you, the safer bet. So Forest down the left-hand side with Hudson-Odoi, close to the box. Comes in, pop ball past. Yates, over to Enya. Elanga. And yeah, nothing really doing. But Hudson-Odoi getting possession again. Ball thinking about a little bit. Forest aren't really posing that much of an attack, but they are building up slowly. They are dicking around a little bit with it, you know, because as I always say, guys, as you know, for those that have been watching the channel for a while now, you guys know that when I say that the first 10-15 minutes of either half are kind of a like a sparring match between each player. So just to see Dominguez's attempt at goal, but again it's wide. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit far arsing about a little bit. But at the same point, for the first 10 minutes, it's not bad in any shape or form. Like Brain said, you know, we're taking the game to them. We're trying to give them a bit of a game. Not really succeeding all that much with it at the same point, but you know, because Forest are heavily in possession. And just as Paquetá's down, had a bit of a clip on his ankle. I don't think it's as bad as he's making it out from Moreno. But we can see the replay of it. Let's have a look. Where are we? Yeah, it's nothing really. It's just to come in together. He doesn't need to exaggerate it that badly. That's one of my criticisms of Paquetá is he needs to be stronger. You know, he needs to stop fart arsing about. He's not playing in Brazil anymore. He's in the Premier League. It's a tougher thing, and there's a nice little handshake from Hudson-Odoi there with him. But yeah, yes, it's a bad fall, but it's not really a foul. But free kick taken straight to Kilman from Mavropanos. It gives it to Tobido, who was half unexpecting that. Back to Kilman again. Back to Tobido. Over to Mavropanos, I'll say 6 or 7 yards from the halfway line, just as he passes the ball through to Wan-Bissaka. Back to Mavropanos. Just about keeps possession. Nice little 1-2s between the pair of them, alongside Rodriguez there with Wan-Bissaka. Bowen tries to get the ball, but no, Forest intercept once again. Still in possession. Forest tracking back a little bit. Ball being passed over to Anya. And now Yates back to Anya again. And looks like Moreno. The Forest still in possession. Gibbs White. But yeah, just not a lot going on really. A bit of hustle and bustle between the two teams, but nothing really going on with the possession as the ball is passed back from Mavropanos to Fabianski, who gives it to Kilman just inside the box and just tracks it right over. John, would you know where's Souček? I don't see him in the subs. Apparently, according to ex-West Ham employee, he's ruled out with an illness, so he's probably got the same bug I've got, to be honest with you. But there you go. So, yeah, you have to find somebody else to pick on now. Milinkovic. Yeah, Forest in possession. We're not really attacking them that much. Not really doing all that much with it. It's only Bowen really trying to get in between those three, and everyone else is just trying to defend by the looks of things. Which is not a bad idea, almost quarter of an hour in. But at the same point, you know, everyone thought it'd be a little bit more attacking. DiCanio West Ham says Souček has been one of our best players this season. Well, so far, because this is the 10th game, we've still got 28 games to go, mate. But yes, you're right. He has been. He's been an absolute impact player. Definitely, definitely. Emerson, Alvarez, nice passing, trying to exploit in the space. Paquetá, Rodriguez, up to Wan-Bissaka. Nice movement. Starting to wake up a bit. Paquetá, trying to get it over to Wan-Bissaka, but Forest clear their lines. Mavropanos in the centre circle. To Toledo, back to Mavropanos. Hillman. Emerson with the ball in. First time we were in the box. And it gets cleared out easier, and there's nobody down that left-hand side, so they've got plenty of space. Kilman trying to give Amina a bit of hassle, but does eventually win it. Great movement from him. Really good. He's going through, gets pushed over. Not really a foul from that point of view. Paquetá tries to go at goal, and Somerville just misses the opportunity. Gav says, let's always Carer, right? You took the bait there, mate. You took the bait. This is the sharpest I've seen West Ham this season. The United win has given them some boost. Said, yeah, we are over 10 minutes in with a clean sheet still. Digano says, but sharp brain. Digano, that is his opinion. Yeah? He's not a West Ham supporter. He only really watches West Ham when we do these watch-alongs. So, you know, if you're going to ask him to clarify why he thinks it's sharp, give your reason as to why you think it's dull. And I can ask about his opinion. Yes, you can, but like I literally just said, you know, ask him to explain him. That looks more like an attack because you don't agree. Yeah, let's keep it cordial. Just as there's going to be a Forest throw-in, which is taken quickly. Forest still in possession. Paquetá trying to gets the ball, and he does. And passes it to Bowen. Bowen's got no option, so he just dinks himself around and passes it up to Paquetá there. And now over to Wan-Bissaka. And he gets the first corner of the game by the looks of it. Yeah. So yeah, first corner of the game, and it's to us. That makes a change. We normally continue about 3 or 4 by now. Just echoing what Gabs was saying about keeping a clean sheet quarter of an hour in. So Bowen's going to take the corner. So at some point, yep. Short corner taken. Toledo back to Bowen. Bowen with the ball in, it gets cleared easily. But Bowen gets the rebound on that. And bam again. Rodriguez. Wan-Bissaka. Trying to find Somerville, but gets intercepted. And now gets intercepted again by Wan-Bissaka. And now Bowen's down the right-hand side, just trying to track into the box. Gets a little bit frustrated there. Dink up, trying to find Paquetá, but misses the target. And as a result, Forest are now on the counter-attack with Anya. Anya, I think you pronounced that again. But yeah, absolutely great play there from Rodriguez. Really holding on to him. And now Gibbs White. Straight over. And now Hudson-Odoi just going into the West Ham box. Rodriguez with a sliding tackle. And it's a free kick right in the D. Just right in the middle of the D there. On Gibbs White. Forest fans being their respectful level, just shouting for Rodriguez to be sent off. I don't think it's two-footed. It's not the best in any shape or form. Don't get me wrong, and he deserves a booking by the looks of it. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at this replay. No, camera doesn't really get it from that angle. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's just late. He's late. Yes, it studs up, and yes, it's a booking. Yeah, so yellow card for him. Nasty foul. It's not nasty. He's late. He's late on the tackle. That's the problem. It's a deserved booking. I'm not saying he's wrong in any shape or form, but he's just late. He's a second late. That's the problem. You know, a second or so later than that, that's a penalty. So we're lucky to get away with this from that point of view. As they're all just setting up for the free kick. Fabianski's talking to the ref about something. So the man that was fouled takes the free kick right on the spot. So I think that's the biggest wall I've seen since Berlin. So just waiting for them to make their minds up and for the referee to let them go ahead. And there we go, takes it. And yeah, not the best of free kicks, and not the best of either of goal attempts on the rebound there from Murillo either, for that matter. I was a second to pull out once. Now my son is 19 years old. Trust you, Gabs. Trust you. I'm sure he loves you too, by the way. Kilman. Torpedo. Mavropanos. Alright guys, so we're coming up to the halfway mark of the game now. Just 20 minutes on the clock from my telly. Give us your thoughts. I know it's a little bit early that we normally do it, but give us your thoughts on how we. And again, if there's any Forest fans in here, you're more than welcome to weigh your comments in as well, for that matter. Yeah. But sum up how you feel the first half of this half has gone so far. Just there's a bit of hustle and bustle as a free kick, for a foul on Alvarez from Yates, the captain. Naughty man, naughty. I do like that black kit. I really do. That's one of the reasons why I bought it. I mean, yeah, that's a booking. That's more of a. To be fair, that's a booking. How he's not been booked for that, I don't know. But free kick taken quickly, and Emerson just a little bit late to it. It was overhit. But how Yates wasn't booked for that, that's not an attempt at the ball in any shape or form. It genuinely isn't. But to sum up my thoughts on it, I think the game's been quite entertaining. Oh, for God's sake, this bloody camera. I think the game's been quite entertaining so far, guys. I really do. It's not been wall to wall as we've been talking about. But at the same point, it's been sturdy. It's been some challenges in both ways. There's players, it's a proper football game, to be honest with you. And according to the screen, we've had 60% possession so far since this. Come on. Yeah, there you go. I mean, I've had this camera a few years, to be fair, but yeah, that's that would be given handball if it was us, but it's not. Emerson with the throw in. Somerville back to Emerson, but yeah, gets easily intercepted and cleared by Forest, and now they're on the counter attack, albeit not the most convincing of counter attacks. It's just straight through, absolutely straight through. Gibbs White there, absolutely straight through our midfield. That's worrying. One player can take four players out of contention just with a simple run. Torpedo to Kilman on the left hand side. Alvarez. Mavropanos asking for it, so he gets it. And too late now. And now he passes it back to Torpedo. He's got no options by the looks of it, even though I can see about three of them. I mean, Mavropanos is screaming for it. And there you go. Look, he gives it to Alvarez, and then he says to pass it up to Mavropanos. By that time, they've gotten themselves in the way. There's still work that needs to be done with this defensive play. It really does. I mean, Torpedo's been a phenomenal player for us. He really has, with his handful of appearances that he's had for us, but he's been very, very good. You know, and you know it's been confirmed just as it goes out for a goal kick. It's been confirmed that once, you know, should we stay up, which I'm sure we will, Tabido will be a West Ham player next season. I'm really looking forward to that. I really am. DeCanio says Forest are very negative for a home side. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. Gabs, I'm not putting that up because that's not relevant to the conversation. Because I've asked you guys, I've asked you a question to give us your thoughts on how you felt the first half's gone. When you're giving us the results of the other games, it doesn't matter. So Mavropanos rolls the ball over to Tabido. Kilman, who hoofs it long trying to find Wan-Bissaka, but doesn't do. But Wan-Bissaka gets the rebound off it, passes trying to find Paquetá. Paquetá just about keeps Moreno just under control. But yeah, not the best of play from Forest. But yeah, again, still keeping possession. And the long ball up to Hudson-Odoi. Very good pass up to him. He's got so much space that he can exploit straight through 5 players again. And again, it's wide. So yeah, we're looking at a half time 0-0 at this rate, guys. It's not the best of moves from Wood. Chris Wood got a little bit anxious there by the looks of that replay. Just a little bit hungry for goal. I mean, why not? There's space for him to try it. It's just he just couldn't control it. That's the problem. Fabianski with a long ball. Maverick tries to find Mavropanos, but there's nobody behind him, so it comes out for a Forest throw-in. George says, "Come on, you wines. Good to see you, George. Hope you're keeping right, mate. Give us your thoughts on how you thought this first half has gone so far." With Forest taking the throw-in at some point, short throw-in, back to the player. It's just so easy. Now Bruce puts it out for throw-in again. Mavropanos, Wan-Bissaka over to Tabido in the box. We should not be this far back from that sort of throw-in. We really shouldn't be. Kilman. Mavropanos from Tabido. Alvarez to back, and then Wan-Bissaka back to Paquetá. Wan-Bissaka again running through. He's the only one that really seems to be trying out of the wing backs. He really does. Over to these other wing back, Emerson, Somerville. Not the best of ideas from him. There's a lot of disjointed play out there. But we are playing better. We are playing with slightly better confidence, but we should not be playing like this at all. We really shouldn't be. So Forest still in possession, still dicking around, dinking up. Woods running through. Oh my God! I can't believe we conceded such a stupid goal from Chris Wood. What did I say? What did I say about that defensive line? What did I say? What did I say? You know, he comes back from a knock straight away. Bam. Ridiculous. We'll have to look at the replay of it, but the defending is all over the bloody shop. It really is. I mean, he's offside in the first phase. He gets himself back into just about onside for the second and third phases. That's dubious. I'm sorry, but that is dubious. Yeah, it's just, again, ball watching. It's ball watching. I said it before. It's ball watching. I mean, it's a great ball from Moreno, don't get me wrong, up to find him. But it's just nobody tracking the ball. Everyone just watching it. That's really fucking irritating. That irritates everybody. Yeah. Oh, Christ, hang on. Where's the clock gone? Scoreboard's gone. What? How's that happened? There we go. Let me bring that back. I mean, how is that genuinely possible? We can concede a goal like that. It's stupid. Absolutely fucking stupid. It's honestly, the movement is just pathetic. It really is. It's a great movement. It's great movements from them at the same point. Movements from them at the same point. But honestly, it's so bad. So bad. Sorry guys, give me a minute. Let me just sort this out. Don't know why my computer's doing this. Oh, you sod. Hang on. What the hell's going on with this? Something is really, really badly wrong with it. Almost conceding again there. Oh, my computer's playing up, really badly playing up at the moment. Right, so yeah, still a couple of seconds behind, but that's the best I can do it for the moment. Right, let's have a look. Where are we? Torpedo, not torpedo. See, you see, this is what happens. All the little worms come out, don't they? Wood had to be him. Keeper out of position. Absolutely agreed. Lynn says Loppy not a good coach. Just my opinion. Sullivan to blame. It's got nothing to do with that goal whatsoever. Lopetegui is more of the same as Moyes, but with more possession. Possession is overrated without chances created. Agreed. Even the scoreboard's had enough. Yeah. Lynn says we look lost defensively. Yeah, we were saying that just before we conceded. Well, I was saying that just before we conceded the goal there. We're all over the shop there, and I don't understand how that was possible. You know, as I say, we were very lucky in terms of the game. Yes, in terms of the game last weekend. I said it before. You know, there's still things that need to happen in terms of the training. It's worrying. It is worrying. Isn't it funny how all the critics come out straight away once we conceded, yet nobody says a word until we concede. Funny that, isn't it? Let me move this keyboard out of the way. I think the water's getting to it again. Yeah, I mean, there is still absolutely plenty of time for the side to get. We've still got an hour's worth of football still to play. So, you know, there's still plenty of time. I mean, but yeah, it's. I said beforehand, how can these players cut through the midfield like this? How can they do it? Torpedo up to Mavropanos. Todd Ebo, all right, Todd, Paddy. Todd Ebo, not Tobby Day. I wasn't say Tob. I was saying Todd the entire time. Clean your ears out, son. Ten Hag in. It's just there's something up with the midfield, and everybody's been saying it the last few weeks. There's something up with the midfield. It's just completely disjointed. More and then like we've got. Then says, "Come on, lads, let's us show some bottle." Agreed. But as I say, it doesn't help when you got. I genuinely think the reason why we played such better football in the second half was because we didn't have Paquetá fucking about in the midfield. And what has he done? He's made a few little challenges here and there, but what has he actually contributed to the game more than a standard midfielder would do? Not a lot, really. Not much more than Rodriguez. And that's a heavy pass up to him, and I don't think Wan-Bissaka was reading it because you could see he was passing it up to him, but Wan-Bissaka overran that. Gab says, I don't know what our game plan is really apart from playing everything through Bowen and Wan-Bissaka. It's a good point. It's a very, very good point. There's statues. There's a lot of statues. I'd say there was ball watching for the goal. There really was ball watching for the goal. And yes, you're absolutely right, Gabs. Fabianski was out of position, but nobody was excuse me. Nobody was giving him any defensive cover. Oh, that's great recovery play there from Rodriguez. Really is good. Alvarez. And again, Emerson too slow, so it goes out for a throw-in. Tiana says, anyone seen Paquetá? I think West Ham's game plan is to win. Well, yes. Yeah, West Ham, yeah. Di Canio, yeah, he's in court hearing. He's out on the bloody pitch. Take him off. I do. I genuinely think that was the reason why we played such better football. I really do. I genuinely do think that was why we played better football in the second half against Man United. Was because he wasn't there. I do. The midfield was so much more solid. So much more solid. And great defending there from Kilman. And again, another throw-in. Another Forest throw-in. Long ball from him. Gets cleared by Kilman, but only far back and an easy save for Fabianski there. Gab says I would keep him off too, to be fair. To be honest, even. Yeah. Kilman's down. See the replay? That's a good throw-in, to be fair. Really is good. Mavropanos and Kilman claxing heads there by the looks of it, and looks like Mavropanos is the worser off out of the two. Oh no, it is Kilman. It is Kilman. He's got a cut in his ear. There's nothing you can do on that. Can't really afford. I was gonna say you can't really. So there's going to be at least 3 minutes now. I'm sorry, Gabs. You got your added time wrong by the looks of it. Now, this is interesting, right? Lopetegui's giving instruction to Emerson and Alvarez, right? And Emerson is paying more attention than Alvarez is. That's interesting. Yeah, it is. It's worrying about the defense. It really is worrying about the defense. I mean, it's like the ball goes through 3 players there. Just looking at the replay of the goal. Give me 2 seconds. Excuse me, I couldn't find the mute button in time. It's suspect defending. It really is. I warned you guys at the start. I might be blowing my nose. Let's see what you guys are saying. You can't hear West Ham says if he gets off the charges, I will sell him to Saudi. He's done. It's harsh. I know what you mean. Lynn says, I think we should drop Paquetá. And thank you to Gabs and Lynn for saying bless you. That's much appreciated. Emerson with a track through and straight. Gives the ball away again. Guedes. Alvarez given a yellow. Have a look at this play. Where are we? Yeah, tugs his shirt. It's no need for that at all. Lopetegui wants them to hold on to the ball, control it, and make an intelligent pass. Well, yes, they've been doing that since they were 6 years old. But yes, I know what you mean, mate. So what we've got 5-6 minutes left, I reckon. So go on, guys, give your thoughts on your added time. I reckon it's going to be 3 minutes of added time. I really genuinely think it will be. Long ball with a free kick. It gets headed out for a corner. So Forest have got their first corner of the game. Headed out by Mavropanos by the looks of things. And Amina, however you pronounce it, is not exactly in a rush to get up there. He's jogging like he's doing that jog. Brain says, just as the corner comes in and gets headed out. I know it sounds simple, but some of these players need to remind. No, I agree, mate. That's what I know. You're absolutely right. Completely. That's the point. They should know this. They should know this. It's not like they've only been playing the game for a couple of months. Do you know what I mean? They've been playing this as kids. All right, granted, in different leagues and different countries, so the style is going to be different. But the basics are the basics. You defend. You attack. You pass. You keep the possession. You think about what you're doing. You try and think about 2 moves ahead. Do you know what I mean? That was almost an own goal there. Jesus, look at that replay. Hudson-Odoi puts a great ball in. And ooh. Rodriguez gets clattered. Ow. So yeah, honestly, come on, guys. Stop some of you waiting to see what happens. Corner taken. So give us your what you think the added time's going to be. I think 3 minutes myself. Cleared out by Emerson there by the looks of it. A little bit to and fro. Yeah, it's getting very physical. It's getting a bit argy-bargy now. It really is. I mean, again, how Milenkovic hasn't been booked for that foul. I mean, come on, he's fucking sandwiched between 2 players, man. How was Milenkovic not fouled for that? Brain reckons 2 minutes. I mean, you got to counter in the time that it takes for all these free kicks and stuff, mate. Remember, but if it's 2 minutes, then fair enough. But I think it's 3. Again, says whose bright idea was it to loan James Ward-Prowse? At least he would have had his set pieces. We had fuck all set pieces last season, mate. That's why he was put out on loan. He's not exactly been tearing it up at Forest either, from what I've been hearing. It's getting quite physical. Both teams are getting desperate. Nice ball up to Somerville from Wan-Bissaka there. He loses the ball and trips over, yet still gets it back before he does, and it goes out for a West Ham throw in. He's some player, that's Somerville. We just need to we just need to release him in the right way. That's it. Do you know what I mean? Throw-in taken. Rodriguez. Hey, come on! How's that not a booking? Jesus. Amina just fucking practically rips Somerville's shirt off and he falls to the ground and there's play on. Fucking corruption in football, I tell you. That's out. That's a throw in. That's out. Right, ball goes on to the other side and Wan-Bissaka. Mavropanos back to Wan-Bissaka. He panicked. Alvarez under pressure but comes away with the ball nicely. Weeds his way past a couple of players but only in the defensive line. Kilman. No one else going to give score added time predictions? No? Emerson. Kilman. Alvarez. Alvarez trying to find Somerville, but Amina gets in its way. And it goes out for a throw-in. Somerville could have kept that in, to be honest with you. He's got the pace to keep it in. But... Well, I'm not taking any additional time at predictions now because you guys would have probably seen what the added time was. It's getting a bit desperate from West Ham players now. They're getting a little bit agitated by the looks of it out there. in the dying minutes of normal time, dying seconds, I should say, of normal time. Kilman to Tobido. Right, so half-time substitutions, guys. What would you do? Who would you take off and whom would you bring on? So, just as a reminder for who is on the bench for West Ham is Antonio, Casey, Soufal, Creswell, Fodringham, Ings, Irving, Gilham, and Soler. As we got a corner by the looks of it. 3 minutes. Got it done. Bam. Told ya. Radar's really wrong. Len says 2.5 minutes. Gab says really messy first half, man. Got us switch higher gear in the second. Gab says I truly think we need James Ward-Prowse back. We looked much more composed in the middle with him there. Midfield's changed since then, but I know what you mean. George predicted 4. Solarium for Paquetá and says bring on Irving. Right. So, George, for who? We can't have 12 players out there. Who are you bringing in? So who are you taking out for Irving? Paquetá. Oh, that was close. So just showing the replay of the corner. Corner taken. They are defending well. They really are defending well. Forest. I'll give them that. I'll give them that. Unlucky thought that was going in. West Ham still in this if they keep their heads up. So Irving from Mavropanos. So going with a flat back four and doing like 4-3-3. That's not a bad idea, mate. To be fair, that really isn't a bad idea. Alvarez is off. 2 bookings. 2 yellows. We're down to 10 men. Right at the wood. Because this wing back system hasn't worked. And especially now that Alvarez is out there, we have to substitute a defender. It just has to be. We need to flood that midfield. We really, really do. But at the same point, to counteract that, we can bring on Caelan Casey. That's interesting that Alvarez is taking his shirt off before getting down the tunnel. That's interesting. I think there's a lot more going on behind the scenes that meets the eye with this at the minute. I really think there is. Free kick taken. Like I said, they were losing their heads. And almost 2-0 from Gibbs White then. Just over the bar. So that's got to be half time now, surely. Bowen's really trying to put him off. And it works. Red card. With the red card, then Antonio Paquetá off. Yeah. I agree. Come on, it's got to be half time now. Put us out of our misery, ref. There we go. Yeah. So, guys, there's a real uphill struggle right ahead of us. So let's go and relax. Try and relax for a couple of minutes. One shot in 45 minutes. One shot on target, Rocky. We've had shots go wide. One shot on target. But yeah, let's just try and chill out for a second, shall we?
There's a place I have never been, on the cover of a magazine, alright. Gotta stay till the bitter end. I'm the upshot of foreign trends.
be brave. Is there anything good on the radio? Turn it up loud and let me know how it used to be before anyone heard of you and me. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great. Running out of town just to celebrate. The fortune's here to stay. A one-way ticket to a better day. A rocking chair and a glass of wine. In the shade of a tree and I'm feeling fine. There's not a lot to ask when life is going by so fast. One breath away. Step up and say, hold on to what is real. The love you feel is like water.
No red card either again. Just the animations didn't come off. Right. Right, the players are just about coming out. So any second now, there's going to be the kickoff. Gab says at least tickets are cheaper in the championship. Shut up. So double substitution going on. Antonio and Soler coming on for, I'm guessing, I don't know, actually. We'll have to wait and see. There's Somerville, I think. Have a look. So Rodriguez and Somerville have come off, and Soler and Antonio have come on. So that's not a bad idea. It's not great, but it's not a bad idea. So the problem... Yeah, I'll just wait for the kickoff to happen first. Hang on, guys. There we go. Right. So the problem is the kickoff. It's all well and good going guns blazing to attack for 45 minutes, but we're 10 men. Soler can't defend. Antonio can't defend. That means we've genuinely only got our back three to defend. Emerson can do it occasionally, and that goes out for a goal kick already. Literally 28 seconds on the clock, and they've tried an attempt. I admire Lopetegui for wanting to go out and go for trying to get the equaliser. I get it, but with 10 men, with an overloaded attack now, we'll see. Guys, let me know your thoughts on those substitutions. So again, Rodriguez for Soler and Somerville for Antonio. Those who've come off and who've come on. Let me know your thoughts on it. Sorry. I've had some spicy hummus at half time. Just try and get some... try and push this through as quickly as possible, because I've got other things I need to do tomorrow and I don't really want to be not doing them. Right, Soler. Antonio. Little dink off back guitar. Ball in. And Paquetá puts it out for a corner, sorry, goal kick by the looks of it. Oh no, looks like it's going to be a corner. Looks like a slight deflection. So Antonio, nice layoff up to Emerson. Oh no, it was a corner. Looked like it came off Paquetá from the other angle, which showed it perfectly. So corner to be taken. Straight in. And gets cleared out by Antonio Bazzali. And yeah, not the best of attempts from Bowen there. Bowen didn't take the corner, which is unusual. So maybe there is going to be a bit of a mix-up with this. Antonio digs it straight to Bowen, and he puts it over. It was a nice attempt, just a little bit too powerful. But again, we're going into the attack here. Sells with a goal kick, a long ball. Gilman. Antonio wins the ball. Can he pass it to himself? Yes, he can. Keeps possession. Good on you, Mikey. And it goes out. Oh, no. Forest still in possession, but now it goes out. That's out, surely. No, Forest on the counter-attack now. This is what I'm saying. This is what overloading the attack does. Wan-Bissaka holding them back. Bowen slows down. Could have gone in a little bit harder than that, to be fair, but Forest still in possession. So just taking their time now, Forest. Really are taking their time. Do you know what this play reminds me of? The season we got relegated under Grant, right? When we played Sunderland at home in the last game of the season, we lost it 5-0. It's just that kind of feeling at the minute. The way that Forest are passing the ball around them, but we're doing some decent things, but not completing them there. As Bowen's just proven to me on there at the moment. Bowen with excellent ways of trying to clear the ball, but unfortunately nothing really doing. So thank you to the 3 people that have subscribed since broadcast. Thank you very much appreciated. It's nice to see that getting a plus figure rather than minus as it has been for the last, since this time last week, really. Rocky Spencer's Soler feels like a luxury player. Yeah, I can't disagree with you any further on that, mate. Really can't. We're overloaded. All clubs overload the midfield. They always overload them. Every single time every single transfer window in the summer, they try overload the midfield to think, because that's where the battles are won or lost, you know. But yeah, we've got a good defence. It's not a Moyes defence in any shape or form. Emerson aside, yeah, it's not a Moyes defence. So you can't blame that on him. It's not really a Moyes midfield either, for that matter, but it is a Moyes attack. Literally, Bowen. I mean, Somerville technically the wing. I mean, but you know what I'm saying. There are things that need to be improved, but we say it every single transfer window and every single season under every single manager. Same manager, sorry, different manager, different players, the same results. It's weird. I don't get it. I really don't understand it. Leadership, ownership, shall we say. Ownership. If there's any Forest fans watching, I forgot to say this at the start of the broadcast. Thank you very much for watching my preview, because the preview's been the highest viewed it has been for the last 4 weeks. So I do appreciate you guys watching those. Thank you. I know it's not the West Ham fans, because we never get anywhere near that number under normal circumstances, except when we play Forest. So I know it's the Forest fans. So Forest still playing around in possession. Sorry, apologies there, guys. My computer's trying to install a program that I didn't give it permission to install. So yeah, it froze for a second there. So I do apologise most sincerely. But we should all be up and running now. Right, so Bowen's got the ball through, and then now it's screwing up the bloody now it's screwing up the broadcast. Thank you, computer. Thank you very much. You're gonna have to wait, Nvidia. You're gonna have to wait 40 minutes. Bowen looks absolutely knackered. He's got red cheeks all over him, completely all over him. Looks like Soler's going to take the corner again. So from that point of view, he's not a luxury player. It's not a bad corner either, it just gets easily dealt with. But put back in by Emerson and gets cleared out. And now Forest on the counter-attack, because we're down to 10 men. Come on, West Ham, remember we're down to 10 men. Tabita holding the line. Forcing the long ball up. Ball over to Hudson-Odoi on the left-hand side, back in the box straight away, and he goes for what? And it goes just 2 or 3 yards wide. So yeah, it's yeah. There's things going on here. There is really things going on here. Let me see if I can refresh it. Oh. Yeah, it's a good attempt, to be fair. From Hudson-Odoi, just like a couple of yards wide. That should have been 2. Do you know what? We should be like 3-0 down at this point. We really genuinely should be. They've had really good attempts there. Really good. Rocky says, we don't look confident in ourselves at all, unlike Forest. Well, yeah, they've got they will do, mate, because we're down to 10 men, remember? But we were like that for a good chunk of the second half of the second part of the first half as well. But yeah, I get your point. But it's like, because when you're down to 10 men, you've got to defend like crazy. You've got to defend like crazy, and then when you get the ball, you've got to attack like crazy. It's just the way things go when you're down to 10 men. So your observations are spot on, mate. That's what basically the point. And Forest, Emerson puts the ball out and it goes out for a Forest corner. So waiting for the corner to be taken. I mean, they're wasting time by doing his boots up. Ball in, cleared. I've got to, I've got to say, Emerson's done pretty well down that left-hand side. To be fair, just as Paquetá clears the ball out, he's been doing all right down there. I mean, most of the attacks come down from their left-hand side rather than ours. Which again, and Toledo puts it out heads it out for a corner and apologises for doing that. There's no need for him to do that. I said in the preview that they would be attacking down their left, and they do. They do attack down the left, which is our right. But Emerson's been good. Wan-Bissaka has been quite handy as well. Just a few moves haven't really come off as yet, but it's not that bad. It's not great, obviously, because we're losing still, but it's not that bad. Russ Milton, thank you very much for subscribing, mate. Much appreciated. You haven't said anything in the chat yet, Russ. Let us know your thoughts, mate. West Ham or Forest or either. Or either, for that matter. Or neither. Let me know your thoughts. Sells with the long ball. Wan-Bissaka clears, but goes straight into Forest chest. Moreno. Yates. Milinkovic. A long ball down. Cutting straight through. Not really sure what they were saying. Emerson clears it. Longs it, hoofs it long. I mean, the headers. Yates again, I think that is. Yeah. Forest still in possession. Passes to Mina. Paquetá gets the ball. Looks like Antonio tackled him to pass it to Paquetá. Over to Wan-Bissaka on the right hand side, who just crosses over the halfway line, running down. Nobody running at the same pace that he is. Bowen gets the ball, stays on his feet. Soler was just half a second away from it, and now Forest on the counter attack, and that's not good from Paquetá trying to do that. Nice cheeky little dink back from Kilman on his back heel to put it, and now Emerson, and now Antonio over to Wan-Bissaka. So it's coming through. It's working. That's what I'm saying. You've got to attack for your lives, and we're doing that when you're down to 10 men. We're absolutely trying that, and it goes out for a corner. It's a good defender from Moreno, to be fair with you. But yeah, Wan-Bissaka tries to put the ball in, and Moreno puts it out for a corner. Retest is an hour late. 59 minutes, 1-1 Bowen. Guess. Come on, you irons. Thank you, mate. Much appreciated. That has made me smile. I hope it happens in the next couple of minutes. So we're 2 away from 2,730, including Russell's very kind. Oh, come on. Why are we looking at his potential handballs? Balls ridiculous. But yeah, including Russell's very kind subscription. So Soler again to take the corner. Not a bad ball in, to be fair. Bowen a little bit too casual there. Really too casual. Antonio puts it over to Soler. To get to deflection. A few people are shouting for handball, but it's ball straight at the player. And now Forest slowly but surely with Hudson-Odoi down the left-hand side. Antonio shouldn't really be defending with this. I mean, we're down to 10 men, so it's understandable that he would be. But he shouldn't at the same point. Really shouldn't be. Thanks with that. Oh, good defending from Emerson once again, and it goes out for a Forest corner again. That's what I'm saying. Emerson's doing well down that left-hand side. He's reading things perfectly well. It's just his attacking play needs a bit of work on still. Clears the ball ages before Mina even gets anywhere near him. Okay, so corner taken. Ball in. Gets cleared. Yep. Ritesh, I can see why you've recalled that, because it hasn't been an equaliser from Bowen, unfortunately. And now he's changing it to the 64th minute. We've got 5 minutes. We'll find out. Bowen's not happy about something. Good defending there from Emerson once again. Now we're slowly but surely building the play up. Tabido, Todd Ebo, Guidos. Now where are we? So, yeah, so Tabido passing it back to Fabianski. He's a little bit too casual. Back to Ebo. Now Mavropanos. And a long ball trying to find Bowen. Not really happening, but Bowen's still on it. That was close. That was close. So this is what I was saying. This is what you do when you're down to 10 men. You go all out. Excuse me. You go all out. The second you get your ball, you get your feet on the ball. You go for possession and you go absolutely try and make things happen. There we go, ball in. Good save from Fabianski, to be fair. Very good save. Bowen. Paquetá. Can Bowen get back there for the... No, he can't. DeCanio says Alvarez out, can't be trusted, liability. Completely disagree with you, mate. Completely disagree. Him and Rodriguez have helped us really, really cover a lot. It's just, as you will know, as I said before he got sent off, the players were getting out a little bit hot-headed and a little bit rash out there. And that's and unfortunately, that is Alvarez's big weakness, is the fact that he gets very hot-headed, and he was desperate with that challenge. It's not a liability in any shape or form. He saved us a few times, and I'm sure that we're going to find out that there's going to be conversations going on in the dressing room after the game during half time about Alvarez as well. I guarantee it. Tigano says guaranteed yellow card every game. Not true. Constantly banned. Not true. It's not constantly banned. Otherwise, he'd be on a 3-game suspension by now. It's a substitution by Forest by the looks of it. So Gibbs White and Elanga coming off, and Silva and Anderson coming on in their place. See, this is the difference, right? Forest can do like-for-like substitutions. We can't. Even with all these players we've brought in since we moved to the London Stadium 7 years ago, we still can't do like-for-like substitutions. Forest have been this is their 3rd season since coming up from the playoffs in the Premier League, coming up to the Premier League, right? They can do it. I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. I don't understand how Sullivan can fuck the club up from this. What's Tabido talking about? He said he looks like he got the ball. Let's have a look at the replay. Yeah, great camera angle, completely focusing on everything other than the fact of where the ball went and where he was. Great camera angle. That is shocking. You don't see anything. You don't see anything. That's what I'm saying about these camera people, right? They're useless at the match day. Absolutely useless when it comes to things like this. Smells like an Avon Grant season. We're lucky to be we are lucky the promoted sides are crap. Agreed. No, second half of that, I agree. This is mate. Under Avon Grant, we were a lot lower than this. 10 games in, a lot. And there we go, 2-0. Won't give anything away. Well, you spot you. Honestly, where are we? Home score. There we go. Brian says, well, that's game over. Agreed. 10 men, 2-0 down. Not happening. Right, let's have a look. Right. 2010, 11, Premier League. West. Sorry. Hang on, what the hell's gone on here? The hell's gone on here? Clock, what's up with you? It's honestly, it is a good goal. It's really worked. Now, let me get the phone out because my keyboard's playing up again. Right, where are we? So, West Ham results 2010 historic 11. Right. Let's have a look. Where are we? Results. Right, in the 2010-11 season, right? We lost our we got one by this point, 2nd of November, we got 1, 4, 5, 6 points. 6 points under Avon Grant, and we're currently sitting on 11 points. So it's not the same thing in any shape or form. We're 5 points better off now than we were under Avon Grant at the start of the season. Roger says, at least to try and get one back in social pride. 10 men. I agree, Rocky. I'm not disagreeing with you in any shape or form. The problem is 2-0 down, 25 minutes to go, 10 men. Odds aren't exactly stacked to our advantage. This is, we almost conceded the third there from Moreno. I know why everybody's feeling dejected on this, and I get it. But Canio, man, seriously, you fucking need to stop exaggerating so much. It's ridiculous. Forest go third and we can't believe it, and they can't believe it. At least we won the transfer window. Did we? That'll be debated at the end of the season, mate. Might as well bring on Irvin and Ings, says Rocky. Absolutely. No, I agree. I mean, what is it with Irvin, right? He has 2 good pre-season games, and everybody says he's phenomenal. That's what I'm saying. Just so much exaggeration. It's unreal. As he goes out for throwing. I mean, to be honest with you guys, I feel your dejection. I really genuinely do. I'm this close to turning the telly off. I really am this close to doing it. But it's the start of the season. Yeah, like I said, this is the 10th game. We've got 28 games still to go. You know, we're just a quarter of the way through. Just over a quarter of the way through the season. It's not time to panic. Everybody panics at the drop of the hat, and it's fucking boring. We've been doing it for 20 years. just relax, because the majority of the time people's comments come back and bite you on the arse a lot of the time. It really, really is. Yeah, and the reason why I'm saying that is because we're fucking West Ham fans. We know this. We've been through this every single fucking season. I'm not saying don't complain, because it's your right to do so. But guys, seriously, everybody, straight away, we're getting relegated, blah, blah, blah. We got this, that, and the other. And then we end up not. This is our longest stint in the Premier League. How do people not understand this? Seriously. Deflection from Bowen's attempt and an easy save from Sells. Honestly, it just drives me up the wall. That's why I don't go on social media bar this, other than to advertise the games. The content that I'm putting up, because it's ridiculous. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, the whole fucking lot is run by 9-year-olds. You've got nothing better to do than just spit their dummies all the time. It's fucking boring. Rant over. Apologies. Good interception from Wan-Bissaka there. Really, really good. It was. Do you know what the weird thing is? Genuinely, from my perspective, right? From my perspective here is the fact we're playing with the same space with 10 men as we did with 11. That's what I'm saying about there's missing players out there. Decano says we didn't demolish Upton Park for relegation battles. Yeah, and we're not in a relegation battle. We're not. That's what I'm saying. It's the whole fucking point. Stop exaggerating. We're not in a relegation battle. This is the 10th game of the fucking season. It was all a lie anyway. Genuinely the only reason why the Icelandics originally put the bid in for the London Stadium was because the stadium was scrambling. The stadium was crumbling. It was genuinely crumbling. That's the only reason why because we couldn't afford to keep the upkeep, because nobody was ever since the what used to be the West Ham was put in, right? What everybody knew for a long time was as the Dr. Martin stand stroke the Rio Ferdinand stand, because he was sold so we could upgrade that stand. Yeah, ever since then, no owner of the club has put enough work in to maintain Upton Park. No, not one of them did. That's the reason why we moved. That's it. Brain says no chance of relegation. It's every chance, mate. But yes, we'll be outside contenders, definitely. Rocky says getting sacked in the morning from the Forest chants. Our board don't sack quickly or easily. But we shouted that at Man City on Sunday against Man United on Sunday. It's banter between away fans. You know, that's it. Home and away fans. That's what it is. Ritesh says West Ham will equalise in the next 12 minutes. Do you know what, Ritesh? You're the only one out of here that seems to have a positive look on this at the minute, and I love you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Everyone else is fucking whinging, just being stereotypical. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I said to you earlier, guys, I am just as angry as you are, and this close to switching the telly off and just talking for the next quarter of an hour to you lot. But at the same point, that's not what a true die-in-the-wall West Ham supporter does. You support the club no matter what. You know, it's that old cliche goes that Bobby Moore used to say: win, lose, or draw. Win, draw or lose, we're on the booze. Yeah, that's what it is. Just like, it doesn't matter what happens, we're still going to enjoy ourselves, and that's what we need to bring everything back. We need that attitude back. We stop this fucking complaining from all you Generation Y and Z and Alphas. Just fucking miserable. Don't know you're born. You don't know you're born. And we almost conceded another goal there. Right, honestly, genuinely rant over now. Falkirk's injury and Paqueta's betting issues don't help, but the manager looks a bit tactically inept. He's working with what he got, Rob. I'm not disagreeing with him, but he's working with what he's got. like all managers of every football club, he's working with what he's got. But I've always said it, Paquetá, all this betting stuff is clearly getting to his head. I said it a couple of weeks ago for the Man United preview. All this stuff that is going. If he's putting a public statement out saying I'm sick and tired of seeing the lies and I just want you guys to stop it. His mind isn't there. Simple as. He should not be playing. Reacher says, brother, thank you, brother. West Ham won't lose today. Must win match. It's not a must win in any shape or form. It's a must not lose. Is nearer the point. But I genuinely can't see 2 goals in 15 minutes or 3 goals in 15 minutes. It's just not. It's not the West Ham way. It really isn't at the moment, unfortunately. Wan-Bissaka back on the ball. Bowen in the centre circle, under pressure from 2 players and still comes away with the ball. Mavropanos to Tobido. Now Kilman. Back to Mavropanos. So it looks like Tobido is in the defensive midfield role, such as you can for a 10-man side. Long ball up to Paquetá. Ball to Bowen. Trying to pass to Soler. He does. But Soler's got nowhere to run, unfortunately. So he tracks round. Wan-Bissaka back to Soler, but he misses it, and it goes out for a throw-in instead. That's a good movement there. Really, really good movement. And again, proving my point. So not Soler, sorry, it's Paquetá. Apologies. One of the few things he's actually done this game, to be fair, is that he's popped up with a few little passes here and there, but in terms of the Paquetá that we know, he's not been at the game today. He really hasn't. Like I said, he shouldn't be playing because he's not concentrating properly. He's distracted. Tobido. Gives the ball away, but still chases it down. Forest in control and the ball over. Gets headed out by Mavropanos, trying to get it to Antonio, but Antonio again is a little bit too late, and as a result of it, again it goes out for a Forest throw-in. What has improved under Lopetegui? Well, our possession rate for one. Soler getting booked. Your second booking in 5 appearances, mate. You're saying fuck all about that, aren't you? Manager giving up with the rest of the subs. Well, there's no point. There's just no point. There's just none. Again, let's just talk about the substitution that who can come back, right? So you got Casey, Soufal, Creswell, Foderingham, Ings, Irvin, and Gilham. It's not. They can't really make much of a difference. Kudus, Alvarez, Fulkrug out, and a useless Paquetá means we will struggle against Everton. 100% agree. Then the international break could be curtains for the manager. Nah, no, not a chance. Not a chance in hell. Not a chance in hell. No way. Nuh-uh. We've got 11 points from 10 games. Third goal. It's a cracking goal for Forest. It really genuinely is. So in our last 3 trips, we've now conceded 6 goals at the City Ground in 3 seasons and have yet to score. I mean, he's been a phenomenal player for them. He really genuinely has. I mean, he just absolutely leaves Soler for dust. Tobido does nothing, absolutely nothing, and he just chances. And again, ball watching. Nobody getting in his way. Absolutely nobody getting in his way. Mavropanos is the only. Kilman's the only one to notice the threat, the danger, but doesn't get in the time. And it is a cracking strike. I'm sorry, but that is a very, very good strike. It really is a good strike from him. Can't take anything away from that in any shape or form. Ritesh, mate. Final whistle, please, says Rocky. Yeah, we've got 12. You've got at least 15 minutes left, guys, I reckon. I reckon at least another 3 minutes added time. Brain says Fabianski should be furious. He should, but it's a very good goal. But again, spacing. I've said it many times in the defence. Spacing. How many times? Spacing. Kilman tried to shut the space between him and Mavropanos down. Mav didn't. Gives him the goal. Bam. Simple as that. It's a quality goal. It really is a quality goal. So Andy Irving's just come on for somebody. So he was saying that manager's given up on the substitutions. Who said that? Because he clearly hasn't. Yeah, Rocky. No. Why isn't it updating to say who Evans come on for? Oh yeah, Emerson. Forest taking pot shots. Great the 3-0 up. I fucking would, and Tobido's now down. Let's come back up. Got a shin splint on the back there. That's quite interesting. Free kick, which Fabianski's going to take. God, we've got another 10 minutes of this, guys. I generally don't know if I can watch this. And Anderson for Forest has been booked. Come on, what's going on? What's going on? Robert says, has the Brazilian lad been given a chance, and why not? What, Gilherme? He made his substitution against ooh, that's not a bad shot. Not a bad shot at all from Awoni. And that's the pot shot Brain was talking about, I'm guessing. But yeah, Robert, he was substituted for Kilman. That's right, he was substituted for Kudus in the Ipswich victory, if I remember correctly. He's looked good, but yeah, other than that, yeah, not really been given a sniff set yet. Mavropanos taking a throw in. Tobido puts the ball out weirdly. Paquetá. Irving. Tobido passes it back to Fabianski. He doesn't look bothered at all. Kilman. Always said, yeah, the Brazilian on the bench never gets a real chance, does he? Unfortunately not. Now, guys, for those that have been watching the channel for a while, I'm not the sort of person that would ever leave until the final whistle. But I am genuinely struggling to watch this. I really am. $25 million for this lad does not make sense if he doesn't get a goal. Laughable. Rob, I agree with you there, but I would disagree with you at the same point, because if he's played more football for the under-21s than he has for the senior side. He's an investment for the future. I know West Ham fans don't like that we need to be investing for now, but we've tried investing for now. It doesn't work. As I say again, we are 10 games in. We've got 28 games left. He will get a run out. more likely in the cup games than anything else, because for every single Premier League side, every single Premier League side will prioritise the league instead of cups. But he will get a run out at some point and prove himself, because I rate him. He's been brilliant for the under-21s. Played very well when he was substituted for Kudus. He needs to prove himself. He needs time to prove himself. But at the same point, you got Somerville that can do most of everything that he can, and Somerville's in the side. Can't play everybody. So Robert, genuinely, would you complain if Somerville was dropped and Gulholm has been played instead? We are 3-0 down. Why not give him a go? I'm not disagreeing with you, mate. Like I said, I'm not disagreeing with you. And he probably will come on. Because we've still got 2 substitutions to make. Just as Forest have got on yet another corner. Corner's taken quickly and low. He's good, very well blocked from Antonio there. Chris Kane, thank you very much for subscribing, mate. Very appreciated. We've now jumped over 2,731 because of your subscription. Thank you very much. It costs you completely nothing, by the way. Do subscribe. So, barmans, please do. Things can only get better. Well, they can. That's the point. That's what I'm saying. We've got plenty of time for things to turn around. I'm worried. I'm worried just like the rest of you. I generally am. And we concede another fucking corner. Rocky Spencer's, what are you eating? Anything nice? I'm eating jalapeno hummus. I got it from Lidl earlier today. It's really nice. Really, really nice. And celery sticks with it. Very, very nice. I've been eating hummus for about 30 years. I absolutely love the stuff. Corner taken. Gets cleared out, but nobody there to really capitalise on that clearance, and as a result, Forest is slowly but surely going to be able to rebuild with Hudson-Odoi. Oh, good save from Fabianski there. That could have been 4. That could have been 4. It's pretty much point blank as well. Fabianski did not have much time to think about it. I still maintain if you can get your hand on it, you can fucking save it. But it's a very good save. Again, defending for that. Corner taken short again. Forest still in possession. Hi JP, hope you're well. The routine of bouncing back with a win and then losing again is so chorizo. Oh, Chizzo, it's unhealthy. That's the way football goes, mate. The way football goes. Well, it's good to see you again, fella. Hope you. I'm a little bit ill, but I'm good. But I hope you're keeping well as well. As you hear, so another double substitution for Forest. But yeah, hope you're keeping well, mate. So the goal scorer Mina coming off. Neymar or whatever you. I've given up at this point. Absolutely given up at this point. But just going back to what Brain said earlier about the Fabianski one-hander there. What a save. Absolutely agree. So, if anybody cares, which I'm sure you don't, Ina and Hudson-Odoi have come off, and Souza and Moria have come on. Hudson-Odoi is apparently we've been trying to get him for a while, but it's just not happening. I like him. I think he's a cracking player. So, guys, what we think about added time? I'm thinking about 6 minutes now with all these substitutions and goals. What do you reckon? If you're still here, of course. Did West Ham play better with Declan Rice? Yes and no, mate. Yes and no. Last season we played some good football. Lucky win last week, peppered over how bad we were. Agreed, mate. I've said it in the full-time thoughts, and I've said it at the start of the broadcast as well. We could have been 6-0 down at half time. Last Sunday, we really could have been. What was I looking for? Oh yeah, added time. Guys, give us your thoughts on the added time. I'm thinking 6 minutes myself. I know a lot of you have probably seen it by now. But it's got to be at least 6. It has to be at least 6. Goals and celebrations, and substitutions. Brain reckons 3. He's been waiting. Now, the reason why you put that laughing in there is because you've waited until it's come up on the screen, haven't you? Haven't you? Eh? Let's see. It's going to come up how many seconds on the screen now? Let's see if we're right. Let's see if Brain's cheated once again, like he normally does. Dirty little spud. See if he's cheated. You usually wait until it comes up on the screen before you do it. There we go. Here we go. Yeah, see? I know it every time. You do it every time. You are so consistent with that, Brain. It's unreal. Conceding 6 goals in 3 games at this ground is ridiculous. And good defending there from Kilman to put it out for another corner, wasting more time. Not every time. It is every time. Come on, you do it because I know when it comes up on the screen here, because my streams are a little bit delayed behind you guys. When it comes up on the 88th, 89th minute, I know you've seen them. I mean, yes, you didn't do it for the first half, but for the full time added time, you do it every single time. Every time. Corner taken. Everyone's standing around watching it again. We're down to 10 fucking men, for fuck's sake. And there we go, 4. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I've I need a new need a new keyboard. It's finally dying the death here because it's had too much checking offside. Interesting. I will hold fight on that one in that case. I'm going to order one now. It's because I keep putting too much water on it. Yeah, he is. He's just off in that build-up. Just off. Rest in peace, keyboard. You've served me well. But new keyboard being ordered. See what the VAR check does. Yeah. What? Oh, come on. Nah, well. VAR says on. I don't think he is. I don't think he is. No, that doesn't look onside to me. Guys, what are you thinking? But that does not look onside. So, what a disgraceful performance from start to finish. Haven't seen much of Bowen. I'm gonna have some more. No. Stays at 3-0. It's got to be full time now, surely. Could have been 5 or 6. Absolutely agree, Rob. Rocky even. Absolutely agree. Could have been 4 there. Could have been 4 there. Sousa with an absolute chance there. That's got to be full time. That has to be full time now. Come on. It's 5.5 minutes in, man. 5.5 minutes in, 3 minutes. It has to be. There we go, full time. Thank you very much for your time, guys. Very appreciated, especially for everybody that stuck around with us. I'm sorry that it didn't go the way that we wanted, but it was pretty much inevitable. But, guys, try and enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm going to go and fucking relax now. I'm trying to relax as much as I can. Rocky says Fabianski was our best and only good player today. It's a very good shout for that. But yeah, guys, try and enjoy the rest of your weekend. The preview for the Everton game is going to be up and running very soon, so keep an eye out for that. But in the meantime, take care, and I'll see you soon. All the best now, and thank you to everybody that subscribed as well. All the best. Take care.